WUB Network, America's sports leader, is proud to present the Progressive Cup Series, the penultimate race of the season. We're live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Nevada for the South Point Casino 400. Should be a good one.
And it's great to be here, Eddie Kalegi with Trip McGinnis and Tony Stewart for the Nabisco pre-race show. Guys, this is going to be a fun race back here at Las Vegas. Yeah, and I mean, this is the first time in like 4 years we've even been at this track. Looks a little different, got a little bit of a repave, and mile and a half's been fun this year. I think we're going to see some more exciting action today. Yeah, and it's going to pick up even more because the Final Four is going to be set. Wild race at Zipbrot last week. Keselowski in a must-win. This is going to be so fun. Yeah, quick look at the playoff grid. You see Chase Elliott is locked. Busch, Truex, Harvick all right above the cut line, but Logano, Blaney, Bowman, and Keselowski all right there. Time for our Subway selections. Tony, let's start with you. I like Kyle Busch. Been really fast all season. He's going to win in his hometown. I'm going to go with good old MTJ. I think Martin Truex Jr. is going to get it done. Was really fast at Charlotte. Well, every mile and a half has been won by a Ford this season. I think Kevin Harvick gets it done today.
And we're ready to go here from Las Vegas. 40 drivers ready to battle. Let's see some of your drivers to watch for here. As 4 drivers will be eliminated, 4 will move on. Denny Hamlin's already been eliminated. Chase Elliott has already clinched his spot in the Final Four. They're on the front row. You see Logano above the cutoff, Blaney below. They both start in the top 5. Brad Keselowski in a must-win situation after Zipbrot.
Motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome our Grand Marshal, CEO of 1000bulbs.com, Kim Pedersen. Drivers, start your engines and get lit!
Cars are rolling for a day and tonight race in Vegas. Here's how they line up. Row 1, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott. Then it's Joey Logano, playoff driver, and William Byron. Yeah, row 3, you got Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch. Then you got Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick with a nice start. Then you got MTJ, Suarez, nice top 10 start, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Kurt Busch. Row 7, Brad Keselowski, playoff driver, Al Mirola, then Jimmy Johnson and Jamie McMurray. Then you got Alex Bowman Lowe starting playoff car in 17th, Jamie Rockwell, then Ryan Newman and Justin Allgaier. And you got Eric Jones in the Dinger, then Clint Boyer and veteran Matt Kenseth. Heading towards the back, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace in row 13, then Paul Menard and Michael McDowell. Then you got Landon Castle in 27 and Ty Dillon, Casey Kane, KJ Johnson, bad qualifying efforts from them. Ross Chastain back in 33rd, then David Reagan, then Benedetto and Estrada. And rounding out the field, Kennington and LaJoie, followed by Brett Moffitt and Timmy Hill. 20 laps, pit window 8 to 12 laps, halfway at the end of lap 10. Championship 4 decided today. Smithley to the NQ, late breaking stories from pit road, first to Ed.
It's a big day for Brad Keselowski, who needs to win and snap his 24-race drought to advance to the Final Four. The plan is to be patient and hope to capitalize on other playoff drivers' mistakes. Debbie?
Brad's teammate Joey Logano is just barely above the cutoff entering today's race. He'll be looking to make moves early, stay up front, and solidify his spot in the Final Four.
Thanks, guys. Trip, are you ready? Yes, I am. Hold them, flagman. Green flag, let's go, let's roll. They fan out through 1 and 2. Denny Hamlin grabbing the early lead as they're 3 wide in the back with Truex. Nice job by Elliott on the outside trying to hang with Denny Hamlin. Coming to the line will be a drag race. The 9 prevails, and Elliott leads the opening lap. Look at Ryan Blaney going 3 wide. He's trying to be aggressive early. Blaney, one of those guys below the cutoff. Joey Logano right now just a couple points above, gives Hamlin a shove, and now Denny Hamlin to the front. Yeah, you know, Hamlin, he's so frustrated with how the round of 12 ended for him. He just wants to do as good as he can and maybe win a race. Chase Elliott to the outside. Now, this is just a fun race for him because he's already locked into the Final Four by virtue of his win at Zipbrot. But look at Logano getting the run from Hamlin. Now he's going to go underneath Chase Elliott, and Logano is going to lead for the first time. Great battle for the lead early. Let's head over to Ed with an update on Alex Bowman.
Guys, the plan for the 88 team, still mired back in 17th, is to stay out until halfway and try to luck their way into some points.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. Let's see what Bowman can do. Contact, Denny Hamlin gets loose. Ryan Blaney gets into the back of him. We're on lap 5. Lap traffic starting to become a factor. They'll move to the high lane as Blaney goes high to try to get around Denny Hamlin. Now Hamlin gets loose again. And the handling is just a mess right now on that 11 car. This is a good opportunity for us to give a thank you to Flex Seal, a proud supporter of racing on WUB Network. They sent us some awesome merch, which will be on display beginning at Phoenix Raceway, so we give them a big thank you here on the broadcast. Taking it back to the track, we're on lap 6. Joey Logano in front. And Kyle Busch now gets a nice run as the slow car slid up Chase Elliott. They split a strata, and Kyle Busch is going to go for P2. Yeah, Kyle Busch, another guy above the cutoff, but hoping for a good run today. So it's playoff drivers 1, 2, 3, 4. Hamlin falling back. Blaney currently in 4th place as Logano continues to navigate the lap traffic. And we're starting to hear reports, Tony, that some of these guys might pit. Yeah, because we said pit window 8 to 12 laps. You could probably make it from here and have to be able to bypass pitting at halfway. Let's see what happens. Looks like some cars, including Joey Logano, coming down pit road. Let's send it down to Ed Kalegi.
Joey Logano cruises into his pit box. They're confident they can make it from here on fuel, so just regular service for the 22. Further ahead, Kyle Busch has been battling a tight Interstate Batteries Toyota, so 4 tires, gas, and a wedge adjustment for the 18.
22, 18, 78, some of those who pitted. Here comes the 9 and the 12. Back right now to pit road and Debbie Daniels.
Chase Elliott is complaining about a very loose car, so heavy adjustments for the 9. Denny Hamlin has also seen his handling go away as he slipped to 8th place, so major changes for the 11 as well.
So a lot of the leaders pitted, but some did not, including Alex Bowman. As Ed said, he pulls off the strategy. He's going to come through turn 4, and he'll win the halfway bonus. Bowman, Newman, Johnson, Rockwell, and Allmendinger, along with Chris Buescher and Bubba Wallace, decided to stay out and not pit right there. Man, interesting call, but you know what? I kind of like the aggression there and got him some points. Bowman's a guy coming in 13 points below the cut line. Taking a look here at some of your fan predictions, we'll let those go by quickly. And you see a lot of people favoring some of the leaders. Well, you didn't win halfway, but let's dial up Joey Logano, who's now in the lead. Joey, interesting strategy call there, but now you're back up front. How's that 22 Ford doing today?
Yeah, thanks. I was just rolling up to the police car here, wondering if anyone stayed out. So I appreciate the info there. And yeah, got a pretty good shell pencil Mustang, and nice strategy call there by Paul and the boys to get that track position, which is so important. So got to figure out what we're going to do on this restart now.
All right, Joey, best of luck rest of the way. Let's see if you can get yourself in the Final Four.
And guys, that's such a tough call, having a pit instead of, passing up on points, but it puts them in the best position now for the rest of the race.
So we'll get ready to restart. Fast-moving race already at lap 14. The night starting to set in here in Vegas. It's a beautiful night. Logano and Kyle Busch on the front row. Both have been fast. Harvick and Keselowski trying to get up to the front back on row 3. Alex Bowman restarts 25th. He and the others who did not pit now had to pit under caution. They're at the back of the lead lap. Kurt Busch actually had to pit twice. He's back in 32nd. Michael McDowell in 34th. He's your Bass Pro Shops Lucky Fish, and we're back green. Big jump from the 22 and the 18. And a mess behind them. They're going 2-3 wide. They bobble. Look at them go. Now they're 3-4-5 wide. Oh my, Martin Truex Jr., what a move. I don't understand how they hadn't wrecked. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Kyle Busch and Logano, though, now have almost half a straightaway over the rest of the pack. Man, we've seen some wild restarts at these mile-and-a-halfs all season long. And another one right there. And look at Joey Logano following the tire tracks of Kyle Busch. Truex is third, nearly 2 seconds off the lead group as they continue to go along. Kyle Busch in front of Joey Logano. Oh, come on the wall. It's DJ Kennington who spins it out. It's on fire. He gets out of the car quickly, and we're under caution. And this changes everything. Now, I just saw out of the corner of my eye in turn 3, that car just goes shooting into the wall. Heavy damage. Let's see a replay. Man, that is a bad lick. That's a hard spot to hit on that wall, and you see tire, just everything broke right there. On fire, smart thing to spin it out, and you see how quickly he got out of the car. One last look, and tough for Gaunt Brothers Racing, running a part-time schedule to have a big wreck right there, only their 4th start of the season, but they will be on the entry list once again for the finale at Phoenix. And let's look back at this restart, guys. Hey, see Logano and Busch looked like row 2, Truex and Elliott, both a little slow. There they bobble, there's contact. And look at everybody just tries to make a move at once, and Elliott gets split 5 wide. Didn't even think you could fit 5 cars on the backstretch. But now we're going to restart with 2 laps to go after that caution with Busch and Logano still the top 2. Alex Bowman has moved up to 13th on those slightly fresher tires. Reagan, the Bass Pro Shops Lucky Fish. Here we go, we're back green. Again, the 18 and the 22 set sail, and it's a hornet's nest behind. Oh man, look at the 1 and 2. They're 3-4 wide again. I don't know how they aren't wrecking yet. Oh, there they go. Big hit to the 78, a big crash. Oh my gosh, that was hard. And playoff drivers involved. Caution is out. Championship implications, and now the red flag. Lots of damage. Blaney is there. Elliott is there. Martin Truex Jr. Cole Pearn in disbelief above the 78 pit box. Hope Truex is okay. That was scary. Denny Hamlin, William Byron involved. Austin Dillon tried to limp it back. His car's all torn up. And you see Ryan Blaney climbing out. Such a strong season, 2 wins. Looks like this is going to be the end of the road for him. But Truex being helped out of his car and is being tended to. Oh man, that's not a good sign. You see him communicating, but that was a bad hit. Let's watch back this full thing. You see already going 4 wide. McMurray and Keselowski. Byron gets pushed down. That's when it starts getting dangerous. And then Truex tries to come up in front of Keselowski. It's turned, and that's the part that jets out on that wall. I don't understand why they still have that here. Maybe they're going to have to change it after this. Watch it back a little slower. And look at all these big hits for Truex. He's going to come up in front of Keselowski, gets hit, spun around, gets hit by McMurray, then gets picked up onto that wall. And then you see Blaney got collected as the 9 and the 24 couldn't get woed down. His cars were just so packed together. Your Nike Super Zoom, you see there where the car hits that jetted out part of the wall. And you know, like we were saying, I mean, it's amazing they didn't wreck the first time, but this was bad for Truex. You see him get up on the wall. You know, all these changes of direction, that's when you worry about a neck or a back injury for someone as old as him. I mean, in his 40s, veteran driver, one last look. Scary accident, at least 8 cars involved. Truex, though, gives a thumbs up to the crowd as he gets helped into the ambulance, but a little bit of a scary accident there for one of the favorites. But Truex and Blaney now both out of the playoff picture, and we're going to have to restart here in overtime on lap 22. So Kyle Busch and Joey Logano on the front row, they escaped the melee. Then you've got Kevin Harvick there in third. Keselowski got damaged because he ran into Truex, but he restarts fourth. Alex Bowman is now 6th. He made it through the wreck. He's 11 points back of Harvick. He needs more help. Right now it would be Busch, Logano, Harvick, and Elliott in the final 4. Byron and Hamlin still on the track. We're going to go green with 2 to go. Man, looks like Kyle Busch in some trouble getting into the next gear. Joey Logano's right alongside. Keselowski really slow. He's going to go wide, and he's going to lose some time back to 8th place. Oh, Kyle Busch bobbles. Here comes Logano on the outside. Don't clear him. 1 lap to go. The 22 of Joey Logano back to the front. Watch out. The 18 can get a big run here on the backstretch. He's going to try to. Oh, he's looking high. He's going to have a run. Can the hometown kid get there? He dives it in. He goes wide. He can't get there. Joey Logano to the final 4. He wins. Busch and Harvick will join him. Joey Logano gets his 2nd win of the season. Let's look back at this final restart. Yeah, that's what happened. I think from 3rd to 4th, Kyle Busch might have missed a shift. Wasn't too serious, but it kept Logano alongside. Usually the inside line in these restarts all day had worked. And then here's where it got worse. In turn 3, he gets loose. And Joey's car was just driving so well. So Logano does burnouts. He won an Auto Club. He wins here at Vegas. A very smooth postseason for him so far. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick 2nd and 3rd. They'll all join Chase Elliott in the final 4. Bowman a top 5, just not enough, but a great season for him in that Hendrick Motorsports car. You see Allmendinger, Suarez, some surprises in the top 10. Yeah, a lot of guys wrecked. You see even Landon Castle getting a nice top 20. Good day for Roush. They've had a horrible year. Ricky Stenhouse, we didn't even say anything. He was in the top 5 there at the end. William Byron rebounded for 22nd. Hamlin 25th. And yeah, you said it, Roush, a good day today. Yeah, all 3 cars in the top 15, and been a bad year after they had 2 guys finish in the top 8 in points last season. See a lot of cars taken out. Dillon, Truex, McMurray, Blaney, Elliott from that wreck there at the end. And this is how the points looked after this race. You see, Bowman got close, but misses out by 10 points behind Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch ahead as well. The other 3 not even close because of their DNFs. And these 4, the 9, the 4, the 18, and the 22, will be competing for a championship at Phoenix. Guys, a wild race. One update we can give you, Martin Truex Jr. was transported to a local hospital for some back injuries from that crash. He is, of course, awake and alert, so hopefully nothing too serious there. It's mainly precautionary, but wild race nonetheless. Yeah, crazy race. These 1.5 miles. Charlotte had some craziness. Atlanta, so much fun. Can't wait to see what happens in the championship. Joey Logano wins. He'll compete for the championship with Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, and Kevin Harvick. For everybody, I'm Eddie Kalegi signing off. This is WUB Network, America's Sports Leader.